Hello there, good afternoon and welcome. Let's do some sports here. My name is Joel. The champion this afternoon, we start from the camp of league defenders and league winners for this season, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and the management of Asante Kotoko have released a press statement clarifying recent doubts and issues about the situation of the Ghanaian champions. The under fire Samuel Pokunti-led management has, in asserting the record straight manner, explained all the major issues from perceived mass player sales to the Ajako Jachi project and state of sponsorship agreements and their plans for the upcoming 2014-2015 football season. Management said that Kotoko has never been hit by player exodus, and the target set by Its Majesty remains the target of the club, adding that Seydou Bansi and to some extent Abdulaziz are the only players who have officially been transferred by the club. Asante Kotoko is being clearly conscious of the task ahead this year and has embarked on a decent recruitment that will meet the expectations of the rank and file of the club. Well, to the Galka top four, where obviously Kumasi Asante Kotoko will be participating in, along the likes of Hatsufok and Ashanti Gold. And the start of the 2014 Galka top four is set to be rescheduled upon the request of league champions Asante Kotoko. The pre-season tournament, which was relaunched after a 2-year break last Wednesday, was confirmed to kick off on August 24 to be contested by Asante Kotoko, Hatsufok, Ashanti Gold, and Heart of Lions. But the Porcupine Warriors have since been, before the launch of the competition, be prevailing on the organizers for a rescheduling of the then proposed date, explaining that their playing body will not be competitively ready to feature in the competition. Kotoko have been holding non-residential pre-season preparations in hope of a trip to Spain for the past 3 weeks. Alright, so let's cross over to the Commission of Enquiry now, looking into the below-par performance of the senior national team. The Presidential Commission of Enquiry to look into that issue of the Black Stars poor showing at the 2014 FIFA World Cup. My colleague Nana Ekia, Janet Amankwa, joins us on the phone line. Janet, if you can brief us, who is appearing before the Commission today?
Joel, today we continue with a sitting with the Ministry of Youth and Sports, from the Chief Director and Mr. Abu Yakubu, and also their Chief Accountant Prosper Apuso, who came to sit in for the Ministry of Youth and Sports today. Today the Commission discussed matters concerning the appearance fee again, and the committee bonuses, something on the fundraising and marketing, events, grounds and logistics money which was paid to the GFA. And we talk about the LF, that is the ticketing also for the players, and so many matters.
Okay, but to you, which of those issues discussed was very striking and you think will be
especially with the winning bonuses and the ticketing? What we gathered was the players, all the 33 players which was sent to, starting from the qualification, was get 3 each complimentary tickets for each member, and also for technical and management members. And also the winning bonuses or the appearance fee was per match, not per, as in what they gave us, the media, before they left to Brazil. What we gathered was the winning bonuses was per match, not per qualification as we had.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Nanekia, coming through with that update from the Presidential Commission of Inquiry that is sitting today. Remember, last week they sat on Friday and also on Wednesday. It will be continuing, and it's every day from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. looking into Ghana's below par performance, what led to our poor showing at the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Let's now turn attention away from that and do something on the AFCON 2015 qualifiers, and Rwanda has been disqualified, whilst their opponent Congo DR did qualify. Rwanda has been disqualified from the 2015 qualifiers of the African Cup of Nations, and the organizing committee of the Orange Africa Cup of Nations August 17 disqualified Rwanda from the qualifiers of the African Cup of Nations to be staged in Morocco. The decision followed a protest made by the Congolese Football Federation during the first leg match of the second round of qualifying played against Rwanda on July 20 in Pointe-Noire. The protest by Congo contested the eligibility of the player Bororo Dadi, aligning with Rwanda in place for AS Vita Club of Kinshasa, and Congolese passport as Itekama Agiti today and a different age. All right, welcome back to the studio. Now let's do something on badminton, and the Greater Accra Open Badminton Championship will be coming off on the 29th and 30th of this month. And remember that Ghana, did have quite not a good showing at the Glasgow 2014 in terms of badminton, but the game seems to be on an upset. Joining me in the studio is coach for the Greater Accra Badminton team, Coach Shamo, and former national champion who works here at TV3, Ishmael Africanus. Thanks for joining me in the studio, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Coach, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
How would you describe badminton in Ghana currently, looking at our performance so far? We know one of our national champions has been in the forefront, hauling in medals for us, but their showing at the Glasgow Games was nothing to write home about.
Thank you very much. Badminton in Ghana now, I think is making headway. And the interest is growing every day, every year. In Greater Accra, we have a lot of players scattered all over the regions. Accra, Tema, Tessa, Nombema Camp, even in Ada. And we have intended to use this competition to commemorate the Homowo Festival. Normally, every year we organize a competition like this to just commemorate the Homo Festival, and also to know the number of players we have in the region, because they all converge at the Accra Sports Stadium, and then we see them, unearth the talents among them, and then give them a later grooming for the national teams.
So how has preparations for this one been so far?
So it's been very, very progressive. Every team or every club is training very seriously to make way for the competition on 29th and 30th of August. In 2 weeks' time.
Okay, let me come to Mr. Ishmael Africanus. Africanus, just to find out from you, you've been a national champion before, seeing how the game is currently, was that what necessitated you to come up with this event?
Joel, to be honest with you, truly, I wasn't happy by sitting by radio, listening to a radio presenter mentioning disciplines we have in Ghana, and badminton was left out. I was not too happy with that. So I sat down and I said, no, the education has not really gone down. I personally have played this game for over 20 years. And if the education has not gone down after 20 years, then what are we doing? That's what gave me the necessary edge to start this tournament.
And how has the response been like so far from most of the veterans, obviously?
Yeah, truly, we wrote a lot of letters to companies seeking for sponsorship, but it's all based on education. They don't really know. Some people don't want to really to support, and then so I come back to the veterans, and then we're so lucky we got a company called Sefcon Aqua Systems. So they came to support us with something small, and then the veterans of the Greater Accra Badminton Association are also contributing something to make sure that this event come on successfully.
Okay, Coach, how do you think this game would in a long way go helping unearthing more talents because it's going to be between Greater Accra and Tema. I know most of the players come from Tema, but majority of them are in the hub of Takoradi as well.
Yes, they are. But incidentally, Greater Accra has a lot of players, but because of the movement, you see, the residents of the players are far away from the facilities. So normally they find it difficult getting to the venues to train and then be coached for subsequent matches. So that's why anytime we're doing this organization, we bring in the veterans. They come to support. Maybe any veteran supports a player, a junior player, so that he can one or two ways support them financially. As I tell you, most of the players who play, financial background of the parentage is a little very bad. So the veterans are taking upon themselves to support them, and they do it massively. Some even procure equipment, clothing, and footwear for them.
Talking about equipment and clothing, the issue that Chen had in Glasgow, I don't want to go there. You know, maybe we'll have time to discuss that later and see how it negatively affected the badminton team and the sports in the country. Finally, Ishmael, before we go, any last words?
I just want to urge the companies we have in Ghana that soccer is not only the discipline that we can support, but if they can help, they should come on board and help us. Then badminton will make a difference in the next Olympics that come.
Coach, how about you?
I also side with him. I will appeal to the authorities, especially the government, to establish more sports facilities. You see, we are again on badminton, it is played indoors. And we can count on only the Accra Sports Hall. Aside that, there's nowhere, anywhere. You go to some country, there are more than 10 of these. And then that urge them to train well and do better at international competitions. So we urge them or institutions to construct their own facilities.
Okay. All right.
And that will help a lot.
Okay, thank you very much. Coach Shamo, who is the coach for the Greater Accra badminton team, as well as Ishmael Africanos, a former national champion, organizing this event. Is the Greater Accra Open Badminton Championship. It's going to be between Tema and Accra on the 29th and 30th at the DG Hathamani Sports Hall. So get your badminton rackets ready and then also be part of this. My name is Jola Champo.